Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in Bali, Indonesia, and one of the best places you can come for a night market of traditional Balinese Indonesian street food is called Pasar Senggal, which is in Gianyar. So we just arrived this evening. They're just opening up. There's a lot of street food to choose from here, and we're gonna start eating. I'm hungry. There's an amazing choice of Balinese food to choose from, but there's no better way to start than with Babi Guling, which is one of the most famous of all Balinese dishes. It's the roasted pig, and they have the entire pig sitting up front there. I don't know if there's anything better than sitting with your face to the snout. Okay, thank you. All right, Babi Guling is served. Terima kasih. These are such cool warung little stalls. They're all bar counter, chef's counter seating. They have the pig at the front. They have all the food laid out, and you just sit down. They have seats around the stall. And I got a classic plate of Babi Guling, complete with everything. There's the roast pig. You get a little portion of the skin, and then some of the meat down there, some of the sausage, another type of sausage, and then some crunchy pork cracklings, and then some other sambal all over a little scoop of rice. Okay, let's get started and dissect this plate. Oh yeah, so you lift up look at that skin, it's so crispy, and you can just hear your fork, that hardness, and you can just see it glistening. And then under here they have some of the chopped up pork, and then some sambal mixed in here. Oh, and I think that's some lawar as well, like a coconut long bean salad. Oh yeah. Oh, the sambal in there. The meat is really nice and tender. And then I got some of that relish, which is the lawar. You can taste the coconut in there. You can taste the coconut and the long beans. Yeah. That's the bite you crave when you eat Babi Guling, that crunchy skin. Okay, let's try some of that sausage there. I know the dark one is the blood sausage, but I'm not sure what the white one is. That definitely looks like an intestine-rich sausage. Oh. I think that might be egg sausage. Sort of has like a spongy egg spring to it. Oh. I really love the pork crackling here because they're so like airy. They're like just bubbles of crispiness. What truly makes Babi Guling so fabulous is the different mixture of all the ingredients. So you not only have the skin and the pork, but you also have all sorts of different textural and flavorful excitements, including the sambal, the lawar, the satay, the pork crackling, all sorts of different things go into a plate of Babi Guling.
Hi.
Hello. Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, time for that blood sausage. Oh wow. That sort of just squeezes like a tub of toothpaste. Oh, okay. I guess you can't cut that in half. You need to just eat it all in one bite. That's a little on the smooth, like chocolatey side for me. How are you?
Hiya.
Hello. Okay, Babi Guling is complete. That was a delicious plate of food. That was a real street food version. It was very good, but it served a little bit cold, so I think it would have been better if it was really like piping hot and a little fresher, but really hot. But still, it was very tasty. And that sambal was fantastic, along with the crispy pork. You will find quite a few snack, little dessert stalls, sweet snack stalls, and they're pretty busy right now, but they have a bunch of desserts set up in the back, and then they package everything into little plastic little boxes, and then you can get them. I think every box is just 1,000 rupiahs, so we got a couple boxes to try. What's the name of this one?
Klepon.
Klepon. Plastic, and there's a staple, and you don't want to eat the staple. Okay, and these are little bite-sized. Would you like one? All right, and so you can see that there's coconut all around the outside of this, and it feels very squishy in your fingers.
Oh, it's really surprising. You're not expecting that. As soon as you bite down, it's really, really pillowy and soft, but as soon as you bite down, like an explosion of sweet syrup comes into your mouth. 3 dimensions to it. The syrup on the inside, which I think is palm sugar, the gooey rice cake, and then the fresh coconut on the outside. Okay, make sure you keep track of those staples so that you don't take a bite of a staple, which would be a pretty bad idea.
Put the fried coconut on the top and then
okay. Put some coconut on top.
Yeah.
And you can see these are kind of like, oh wow, they're kind of like dense.
And then put
and this is
palm sugar.
Okay. You've got a little packet here of palm sugar. Oh, thank you, Mate. A little packet of palm sugar. So you put some on the top.
Yeah. It's as much as you want.
Okay. Depending how much of a sweet tooth you have,
yeah.
You can add as much of the palm sugar syrup as much as you like. How much do you want, Mate? That much or more?
I love sweet one.
Okay. This one is for you.
Okay.
Here, Mate, you have that one all. You want more coconut?
Nothing.
Okay, I'll add some more coconut. Wow, that feels like kind of like a blob of extra cooked noodles that start to stick together. That kind of tastes like very, very well cooked dough. Or like boiled dough, kind of. They have quite a few stalls on this side, but then they also have a lot of street food stalls on the other side. So we're crossing over the street now to the other stalls. It's time for another plate of food. We have arrived at the next stall, and this is a plate of food that looks absolutely incredible. And look at my background. You've got some grilled chicken. They have some Ayam tutu, which is one of the most common, one of the most famous Balinese dishes. It's a chicken, which is just the plates of food that they are serving up, as well as to the testament of how busy this place is. This is a must-eat. We had to stop here immediately.
Terima kasih.
We just ordered the Nasi Campur, which is going to be a plate that includes a little bit of everything, a mix. Campur means a mix. This is an impressive plate of food. I can't wait till mine comes. I'm just eyeing it in awe. I'm beginning with a cup of iced tea. Oh, good classic. This is my drink of choice at Warung's, just black tea with no sugar and just iced. It's very refreshing. And then before your main plate of rice comes, they serve you a soup. There's some meat in here. Oh, here it arrives. Oh, terima kasih. Oh, that's a beautiful plate of food. This is absolutely insanely beautiful, and I love how they've just piled everything on top of the rice. You've got the scoop of rice on the bottom, and then they have some of the grilled chickens, some of the ayam tutu, and then there's some lawar down there. There are some peanuts, some roasted peanuts. There's half an egg. There's some cucumber. There's 2 different types of sambal. There's like a red sauce sambal, and then there's a sambal mata, which is there's some shallots in there and chilies, and I think coconut oil. That is 5-star gourmet right there. Oh, that's gorgeous. This is a plate of food that makes me happy before even taking my first bite. And you can kind of reach in with your fingers and grab a little bit. You can add some peanuts, you can add some lawar and some of the chicken, and just mix it with the rice, and then take your first bite. Oh, wow. Oh, that is insane. Oh, the texture of that drumstick is unbelievably creamy. Oh, that's so good. And then mixed with that sambal, the shallots in there, the chilies. Oh man, I got some crunch from those salty peanuts. That's insane. Oh, that is award-winning. The texture of that chicken is unbelievably good. I love it with both of the sambals. You've got the red sambal, which is a little more sweet, and then the shallot sambal, which is just pure salty and kind of oily and just packed with flavor. The So good. This is an amazing meal. Man, I love it. Okay, now moving on to the egg. Well, the egg has a little bit of a bounce to it. This is such a properly good mixture of flavors and combinations. Okay, next up I'll try the soup here. And there's banana trunk in here, as well as some kind of meat, I think chicken bones. Yeah, that tastes like chicken broth, and there might be some turmeric in there to make it yellow as well. That's really good too, to complement the whole meal. Wow, that was incredibly good. That was one of the better single plates of food that I've had in Bali. I loved that mixture. The flavors were delicious, really fresh, really vibrant, and not to mention pretty. That was like gourmet placing and decoration. There are a lot of things to eat, but there's a lot of repetition, so there's a lot of stalls selling the same dishes, so there's actually not a huge variety, but there's still a lot to try and sample. We stopped next for a dish called tipat chantok, and it looks very similar to me to gado-gado, the Indonesian gado-gado, and she made the whole thing right before me. I watched her make it. She first added into the big giant stone mortar and pestle, but the flat one, she added some peanuts, but it almost looked kind of like peanut brittle. And then she added in a couple chilies, some garlic, and then she mashed that up with the masher. And then she added in some water to make a sauce, and soon that entire stone base was just covered in sauce. And then she added in the ketupat, which are rice cakes, which are steamed in palm leaves. And then she chopped that up into the peanut sauce, and then she added in a handful of I think they're baby bean sprouts. And then finally she added in some lime, topped it with some crispy onions, crispy shallots, and then finally drizzled it in some, I think that's ketchup manis, which is the sweet soy sauce. So this is a very interesting dish. She made it all fresh, and it's pretty cool. I'm digging in, and you can see the big chunks of rice cake. You can see, oh, there's some cabbage in here too. And she just coated everything evenly in that sauce. Yeah, it's really peanutty. It has that real contrast. It's both salty and sweet, but nothing overpowering each other. You've got the rice cake, which is really soft, and then you've got the slightly blanched bean sprouts and cabbage, which give it a different texture as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they served it on the classic Ajinomoto plate. It's kind of like a salad mixture, but then it's very dense, it's very filling because of those rice cakes in there. But I like the mix that she made. It's a little bit spicy. You can taste the garlic in there, and then it really is both sweet and salty at the same time with a nice peanut flavor. And I'm having another cup of iced tea. My beverage of choice. Oh man, this is one of those straws that when you suck it, it closes. So it's kind of got to drink kind of slowly. Oh, thank you, Ying. They're really nice, especially the elderly auntie who made that. She's really an expert. I loved watching her make that. I love watching things that are made like that when especially with a mortar and pestle, and how they squish the ingredients and just pound everything out. But to me that was very similar in taste to gado-gado, but with a little bit of a different ingredient component makeup. Within the market you will find quite a few stalls serving a snack which is called srombotan. and it's a mixture of many different components, and she has all the different things laying out. There's some bean sprouts, there's some water spinach, I think some long beans, there's some green banana slices, there's some soybeans, and then some peanuts. And then she mixes everything into a paper cone, and then she added in some spicy coconut, plus some peanut sauce and some sambal.
Terima kasih. Oh, with a spoon too. Oh, terima kasih.
It looks pretty good. It's actually all just vegetables, and then just different sauces, and so I think you can just kind of, this is kind of like a boiled vegetable snack. Oh, I really like that. That's delicious. I was expecting it to be more sweet, but it's not sweet at all. I thought it was going to taste exactly like it looks, but it's actually better than it looks. It's really good. The vegetables are nice and crisp, and then you've got the crunchy soybeans and crunchy nuts in there. And then what really comes through is that coconut. Man, that coconut is awesome. And the green banana in there. That's a wonderful mixture. Oh yeah. I really like it. And you kind of got to scoop towards the bottom because all that sauce starts to go to the bottom. Man, I'm impressed by how good this one is. That's awesome. And it's really, really healthy as well. Just all vegetables. And that coconut and peanut. And on that note, I think we're going to wrap up this tour of Pasar Senggal. This is a great little market. What I like about it is that it's very relaxed. It's very laid back. You can come here and just kind of stroll around, and you can go from stall to stall and try. You can get snacks, both snacks and whole plates of food. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below, and if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now for lots more food and travel videos. Good night from the night market, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.